Are you wondering what PC games natively support the new Dualsense controller? Then you're at the right place. Stick around as I run down the current games that you can play on PC with full Dualsense support for both haptics and adaptive triggers. Metro Exodus Enhanced Edition. This is the first game to offer true DualSense support out of the gate on PC. The Enhanced Edition brings the game up to standard for both PC and PS5 players with added polish. The new polish brings with it support for ray tracing and, more specifically, full adaptive trigger on guns and all interactions. The only drawback, however, PC players don't have a workbench integration with DualSense currently and must use keyboard and mouse. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. AC Valhalla was the first Ubisoft game to officially get DualSense support on PC when it was quietly patched in a post-launch update to the game. The support includes adaptive triggers on bows and other weapons, with haptic feedback on combat and water only. Haptics mainly come in when sailing or using other sea vessels. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Cold War has no haptic implementation at all, but does include adaptive triggers for gunfire. Similarly, the most recent entry in the series, Call of Duty Vanguard, has full DualSense support. For example, when enemy fire is tearing through your cover, you'll feel the impacts of the bursts and debris around you. Or when the Luftwaffe rains down its fury as you're sprinting for your life in Stalingrad, you'll feel the thud of the heavy explosions adding to the chaos of the moment. F1 2021. F1 2021 has both adaptive triggers and haptic feedback during gameplay. Deathblood. This is one of the best implementations of DualSense support thus far on PC. The game offers haptic feedback in and outside of combat. The triggers adapt and represent every weapon differently, and there's even a mechanic where the trigger button locks up mid-firefight if the gun jams. FarCry 6. This open-world Ubisoft title has an overall great implementation of DualSense support with haptics for driving, changing depending on the surface your vehicle is traversing. The adaptive triggers also make every weapon in the game feel unique and immersive. Genshin Impact. In Update version 2.2, Genshin was given DualSense support despite it being very limited. The haptics are very subtle but noticeable. You can now feel the wind in the controller when gliding, and the thud of some impacts are felt greater during combat. As for adaptive triggers, however, this is only used during fishing in the game. What do you think of gaming using a DualSense controller on PC? Let me know in the comments below.